Okay, guys, this episode is going to leave you speechless because our girl Becca called me with the craziest news the other day. And I cannot even get into it, but all I can say is no, I can't. I'm just gonna immediately turn this over to her because please just go. You need to
You
tell them what
guys,
happened.
you guys, I have been, since I gave birth, I have been on the IUD. I'm not going to say which one, but there's many different kinds. I was on the IUD, okay? I've been on it before pre-pregnancy. It was great, fantastic, loved it so much. So I decided, let's get another one. As soon as I gave birth, I popped that right in because I wasn't ready. And it's been giving me some weird symptoms. Like I get migraines and I get hormonal acne, and I just wasn't happy with it anymore. So I decided that the day before I flew out to Florida that I was going to get it out. I said, I have had enough. I've been on my period for 18 days. 18 days of bleeding, like heavy bleeding. Like, hey, I couldn't do it
No
anymore.
concerns though, because you have an IUD, and so how could you be pregnant, right?
Right, right. But I'm just like bleeding for a long time. Like, this must be a period. So I go into the doctor's office and I'm like, yeah, let's get this thing out. I'm tired of it. 18 days of bleeding. Like, I've had enough. So she goes, I pee in a cup like normal, and they go to test my urine for like UTI and pregnancy and blah, blah, blah. They pull out the IUD, no problems. It was in place. Everything was good with it, but it just wasn't working for me personally. Like, the symptoms were too much. So they pull it out.
I have to say that I remember I've had two. The first one I
Yeah.
had for like 6 years. The second one I had for a short time. And I felt like for whatever reason, my body was just like rejecting it and I just like needed it out. Like just like
Yeah.
weird things that I was feeling. And it was non hormonal, but I was like, no, like I went and got it out because I just didn't want it inside of me. So I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was just done. So
Yeah.
I literally have a picture. This is not terribly gross, but if you're grossed out, I wouldn't look. So they pull it out. Everything was great. I was so happy that it was gone. And I'm just like chatting with the doctor, and we're laughing because I work at this office. So we're just like laughing. I'm like, yeah, this thing works hard, like this Mirena, like whatever. Oh, well, I just told you what it was. But anyway, so I can't even find the picture right now. So I take a picture with it. I have it in the clip like that they pull it out with, and I'm holding it, and I'm like, take a picture on my
Freedom.
phone. I put it back down. I'm buttoning my pants. The doctor's out of the room, and she knocks on the door and just opens the door ever so slightly. She goes, just don't leave yet. And I work at this office. I knew exactly what was happening.
This girl texted me that she was having a baby.
Right. I literally thought that I was. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Someone's knocking at my door. Of course. Perfect timing. But so
Do you have to go get it?
no. I think
Okay.
Zach will get it. You
Okay.
know what? Let me check. Hold on.
Okay. I'll just talk to you guys
Oh
for a
no,
second and let you know
Zach's
that
got it.
I
We're
was
good.
dumbfounded when she told me that the doctor walked in and like that it was like I feel like in these moments that you had texted me like you will not believe this, and I was like, no, I do not believe this, like,
I
are you
literally
well?
sent you a voice memo like, hello? Like, what's
And
happening
then
right now?
keep going because it like
Yeah.
I feel like it
Okay.
only got more
It did
stressful.
get worse. So they were like, we just hang on. Like, it's okay. Like, we're going to do another.
False positive maybe.
Yeah, we're going to do another pregnancy test. And I'm like, you better. So because I worked there, I literally went to the back and watched them do the pregnancy test. So the first one is positive. Okay. They do a second one. Takes a while, but it comes back positive. I'm like, well, do a third because like how could I have gotten pregnant in 2 seconds? Like, no men are in this office. There's no way that I got pregnant in 2 seconds. I just got the Mirena out and I've been bleeding for 18 days. Like, this is not happening. So I'm like, do a third. So they do a third. It's positive. All three are positive. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is not happening. So I texted my husband, hey, I said, had 3 positive pregnancy tests at the office. Gonna be a little longer. And he just goes, all right, no worries. He's literally working, and I'm like, I just have to run to the office real fast to get the IUD taken out because I'm done. And he knew that. So he's like with the baby and working. I'm like, it'll only be 5 minutes. Wow. So I'm like, well, now what? I'm like, can we do a fourth test? Like, what do we do now? So the doctor was like, well, we can send you for blood work. I'm like, can we do an ultrasound? So they're like, yeah, we'll do an ultrasound. So they do an ultrasound. Nothing. There's nothing there. I'm like, okay.
But
Great.
then you're like looking at these 3 positive tests and it's like, okay, what's happening
Yeah, I'm like,
here?
so is it just like really early? But like the tests were dark. Okay, so like we all have our theories, like obviously. So I'm like, all right, so strange. So I go get blood work. Well, the blood work doesn't come back right away, so I had to get on my flight, go to Florida, do the whole thing, travel with the baby. Like, I'm just trying not to
Both
think about
babies,
it.
maybe.
Right. I'm just trying not to
Like
think
that.
about it.
I feel like just that thought process alone is like of not knowing. Like I'd be like, when did I even have sex last? Like, is this possible? Is it immaculate conception? Like, what's happening?
No, the first time I got pregnant was definitely immaculate conception because there was no sex that occurred. This time, I'm like, oh my god.
Again?
I'm like, I'm like, why? I literally remember sitting in my car waiting for like the lab to open to do blood work. And I'm like, why do I need to have two surprise pregnancies? Like, one was good. And like, I was doing all the right things. However,
Yeah.
IUDs, as we have learned, are not 100% effective. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm like, well, what do I do? The doctor's like, just wait for the blood work, carry on as usual because just like do your thing. I'm like, I'm supposed to get my eyebrows microbladed in an hour. And they're like, she's like, yeah, you can do that. Like, that's not a problem. I'm like, okay. So I go get my eyebrows microbladed. They're like, when you get them done, they're like, this is my first time getting them done. Big and bold. And she's like, it might be painful. And I'm like, you don't know what I've been through today. Like,
Hit me.
physical pain isn't bothering me right now. So then I'm in Florida and I get a text from my coworker and she's like, it's all good. Negative, negative, negative. And so after doing some research, what I'm thinking is I am one of the 1% who somehow got pregnant on Marina, like, which is totally normal. This happened, apparently.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
We haven't spoken about this yet.
No, nope. But you're going to
Hold
love
on. So,
this.
wait. So, what Becca told me when we were talking was, which I didn't know, was you can actually get a false positive when you're severely dehydrated. So, that
Yes.
was the last theory that I thought we were running with.
Yep. So I was running with all of the theories because I was just
You think
convinced
you were
that,
actually pregnant?
yeah. So, but wait. So I had so many theories because I was like, this just can't be. Like, I feel like you feel different when you're pregnant. Like you have like
Yeah.
oh, it's positive. Like, oh, all right, I guess this makes sense. Like, there was none of that. I was like, there is
Yeah.
no way. This is like a lie. So it could be like severe dehydration. It could have been you got pregnant and you're having a miscarriage. And so when you peed in the cup, sorry, this is going to be gross for anyone listening. When you pee in the cup, there's like blood particles from the miscarriage that are in the pee. So when you pick up that pee and there's blood particles and you put it in the pregnancy test, it's gonna bright up because those pieces are what causes a positive. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So essentially what we are believing happened is that I did in fact get pregnant somehow on IUD, but naturally with the IUD it couldn't implant or it just like couldn't be, so it expelled. But now at the time they're worried like this could be an ectopic, you're going to go on a plane, you could need emergency surgery. Like we didn't know what was going on. So luckily at this very second I am not pregnant. I just had a lovely weekend drinking my face off, and I'm not pregnant. So
That is absolutely insane. So you think you just like naturally passed?
yeah, naturally
Would that,
passed.
I mean, so like a miscarriage?
Yeah, pretty much. But it's almost like the marina prevents anything from implanting into the
Implanting,
uterus. So like
right.
it probably like I guess you can call it a miscarriage maybe, but like it just like
Like
didn't.
ineffective sperm reaching egg type of.
Yeah, it just like it happened but then didn't. Like it just like naturally like didn't. So like I'm not upset. In fact,
Whoa.
I'm over the moon. because I was on birth control. Like I was doing everything I could to
And that also
avoid.
could have been like extremely dangerous had you like had it stuck and like with the
Yeah,
IUD
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. It could have been dangerous. It
Whoa.
could have been an ectopic. So it's like, yeah, it could have
That's
been. It could have been
scary.
really crazy. On a
I
positive
mean, I
note,
have heard that
yes.
you can get like there's always a chance still.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And like I knew that, of course. But like
Yeah.
it's a slim chance. So I'm like, well, that couldn't happen to me twice. You know what I mean? Not that I was on IUD before when I got pregnant,
Yeah.
but I was using something else and it failed.
Right.
So I won't name. But yeah, on a positive note, ever since taking the IUD out, I feel like me again. Like I feel
Yeah.
so good. So good.
It's so wild that you say that because I just do feel like that's the last time I felt just so off. I don't know how to explain it. And like, I just kept saying to Justin, like, there's a foreign object in my body that I
Yeah.
just don't want there.
That's just
Like,
like
if anything,
putting
it was just making
hormones
me
into you.
mad.
Yes.
Well, no, I had the non-hormonal.
Okay. Okay. So you
So
had
like
paracrine pill.
it wasn't even that. It was just like I just don't want this there.
Right.
Like, and I felt like there were definitely still side effects, and like were they maybe in my head? Sure.
Yeah.
But the second that I
Same.
got it out, I felt so much better.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that like you also have like alleviated symptoms and like you also feel better that you did that.
Like a
But
billion times better. Like crazy things are
what a
happening.
ride.
What a ride. But like my wedding ring didn't, like my actual wedding band didn't fit me during pregnancy or after pregnancy. And then I was on the IUD, like, and it just still didn't fit. Like I thought maybe the hormones would like regulate or whatever. I tried it on yesterday, so it's been a week and a half off birth control, and it fits. My wedding band
Amazing.
fits, and
Amazing.
I am ovulating for the first time since pre-pregnancy. I'm like
Yeah.
feeling great,
Yeah.
feeling real good. I don't know. I
That's
just feel like my
hysterical.
skin is glowing. Like I'm just,
Good.
I don't know. I made bread yesterday. I made sourdough pancakes yesterday. I, like
Oh,
jumped up, and I'm like I just feel like me again. Like I really
good.
do.
Your pink's coming back.
It is. It feels like it. Also, the sun. It's also almost summer.
Yeah, seasonal depression's leaving our bodies,
As soon
so
as I like felt the sun, I was like, just like, oh my god, I'm alive. Like
yeah.
it was nice.
Wow.
But yeah, crazy. So birth control is not any birth control is not
Yeah.
100% effective. What I said to Zach's brothers when I told them what happened is I said, as a reminder, the only form of birth control that is 100% accurate is
Not having sex.
abstinence. Good job. so like I'm like trying to train them, like I'm trying to train everybody, like listen, we all think it can't happen to us, or like it's such a slim chance, like no, no.
And let's also just be very clear, like zero insensitivity because getting pregnant is also very, very hard and a lot of people struggle with it. So like
Yeah,
all these things live and are true, and but it is so crazy because then there are those people who are, if anything, not trying, which is why you have an IUD, and then you're like,
correct.
how on earth is this happening?
Right. And
Like,
that's what it also makes me feel like crappy, because you're like, how did this happen to me? Like actively not trying, like actively
did
trying
all the
to
right things.
avoid, yeah, literally doing all
Yeah.
the right things. Like even though I was on the marina, we're still doing the right things. Like
Pull and pray.
right. So I'm like, so like how and then there's people who are like on no birth control, like trying actively to get pregnant and like are
Yeah.
having trouble. And that is what makes me mad, because it's like, why can't we just
Yeah.
give those fertility vibes over here for a little bit? Like just share
Yeah.
the love, okay? Like I'm good. So
Yeah. Well, I guess it's very clear that when you are ready to actually try to have another baby, all Zach has to do is breathe in your direction.
that's what everyone's been saying. But
So,
now I'm not on birth control, so I am scared out of my
yeah, you
mind.
should be
I'm like,
very,
stay
very
away from me.
careful.
I have the
Yeah.
Aura ring now, so it tracks my temperature,
So, do
and
you find that that's been effective?
it takes a while for it to be effective. It did say, I already knew this because I could feel the difference. I knew I was ovulating because I get a whole different me when I'm ovulating. I'm like
Yeah.
I don't know how to
I know what I'm ovulating too.
yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like anyone that looks in my direction or makes me laugh, I'm like, they're kind of cute. It's just like hormones. I know it's hormones. So I now I'm on the Oura ring and it tells me it's like, oh, you're ovulating. I'm like, makes
Well,
sense.
and did you also get natural cycles too? Are
Yes.
you doing that?
Yes. Yep. So
Okay.
I'm on natural cycles and the Aura ring, and it both of them together. It just takes some time to like learn your body and whatever.
Yeah.
But also the second I took out that IUD, like I think I bled for like one more day, and then I'm good.
Yeah,
So
like so what I think happened to like me, and maybe this was what was happening to you, is because it's obviously touching the walls
yeah,
of our cervix. I feel like your body could be trying to like push it out as if it, I mean, it is a
as if it
foreign
thinks
object,
it's
and
like
that,
a yeah,
right. So I feel like that's what causes bleeding sometimes, because like
could
that
be.
also had happened to me. So I don't know. It's so crazy. And I also had the IUD for 6 years and loved it.
Yeah, no,
So
I
it's just
before
like,
pregnancy, I didn't even get a period. I loved it. It's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. So, I mean, I thought about getting it again after giving birth to Juliana, but I knew like we would. Number one, I still have like zero sex drive, so I was like, we're good.
I
But
literally
on
had
top of
zero
that,
sex drive until this IUD came out. I'm telling you.
damn,
It was
damn,
affecting me big time.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to start in the next few months, maybe. Like,
Mhm.
I want another baby.
Yeah, like
So
I
I
want to
just
start
like,
thinking
I was
about it
like,
maybe.
when after the second, like then, because we're not sure if we want two or three, I would be okay with two. But then again, I'm like, wow, I really love this life. I love babies, so maybe we will have a third. But not anytime soon. So I probably will get an IUD after a second, just so there's no. Well, I guess there could still be some oops. So I don't know. I guess
Listen,
that's what we learned from this
even
episode.
vasectomies, they are still possible. I have heard at work we had patients in their 40s who are like, my husband had a vasectomy, and then they show up, they're pregnant. Like it
I've heard that.
happens.
But a
It happens.
hysterectomy, there'd be no way, right?
Hysterectomy, no chance. And I always say,
Okay.
if I ever like if I go into my second baby or third baby,
You're like, take it
like,
out.
and if they have to do a C-section, like if you're gonna cut into me, take it. Take it out.
Interesting.
I want the whole goddamn thing out because I don't want a period
Interesting.
anymore. I want it all gone.
Yeah. Hmm.
That would be
I always think
beneficial,
about my C-section scar, and I envision just like like opening it back up like a zipper to take out the next one baby, two baby, and
right?
now maybe my ovaries.
I mean,
So
it's yeah. Take everything out while you're in there. Dig. What else
yeah,
can you find in there?
any extra fat you can take.
Right? And that's what I said too. Is like, how come they don't like help
Do
us
the
out
mommy
a little?
makeover all in one. Like
Right? You're
give
making
me
me you're already in there.
it. Yeah.
You're already
Tuck
in there.
it.
Right. Ugh, yeah, like instead of cutting it in a line, cut it in a circle and pull it together.
Yeah, I think that the OB and the plastic surgeon need to maybe work together a little bit here and like start a good
Start a
deal
bus
on these
yeah, like a
things.
business. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be
Yeah,
covered
because
by
even my
insurance.
boobs, I'm like, I feel like, well, I guess you wouldn't be able to do boobs if you were breastfeeding right away, but
Yeah.
like after I'm done having kids, I need to get them fixed because we're like
That's been
totally
a thing
lopsided.
before Zach and I even got engaged. I was like, just so you know, like if I'm ever gonna have kids one day, my husband has to pay for my boob job. Like that's like a
I carry the
non-negotiable.
child, you pay for my tits.
It's 100% non-negotiable. I need, and I don't even require implants. Like, I just want them,
Yeah, yeah,
and maybe I'll get
yeah.
implants actually. You know what? Why the fuck not?
I don't know. I get so scared because I hear so many horror talk
I
about
know,
having
I
an
know.
IUD in, and then I'm
Ugh.
like,
And then you're like, yeah,
you
let's
hear
put some
about what
silicone
happens
pockets
with
in there.
BII, so I'm
What
just
if
like,
I just got a fat transfer? And like when I'm done with
I mean,
all
that
the,
sounds beautiful.
right? It's all my
I
own
support
stuff,
it. I
right?
support it.
Just take everything from the middle and just put it in my boobs and my butt, and
Yep.
like send me and take my history, like take my whole uterus, fallopian tubes. Man, I'd be so skinny. Oh my god.
Because
Yeah,
we
it's
were really happy in our mom bodies too.
no, I really do. I feel really confident now, which is really crazy. But
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is me. Like, yeah, my boobs hang
Yeah.
out. Like they sag to the left, sag to the right. And like I'm just happy
Yeah.
about it. I'm like, I'm not like trying to hide it, really. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely agree. Cause yeah, that's how I felt this weekend. Like when I was out, like going out and getting dressed up, I was like, one is visibly larger than the other, but we're just gonna embrace it and like
Right.
not act like anything's going on here.
A little bit of humor goes a long way. And also,
Yeah.
I feel like me personally, my standard for myself before having kids was like, you
Hmm.
have to look like a model. And now that I have a
Yeah.
baby, I'm like, you look dang good, girl. Like, you know?
Yeah. You brushed
So,
your hair, you brushed your
yeah.
teeth.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I
you even fit into your pants from pre pregnancy.
Yeah,
Amazing. I'm
I
like, great.
definitely feel more confident now than pre-pregnancy because I've also
Yes.
just accepted like the, I guess, the things that I
Yeah.
thought like
Right.
wearing mascara. Like, why did I think I needed to wear mascara in order to be okay? And like Justin has instilled that in me so much. He's like, you're so
Yeah.
beautiful without
Right.
any makeup. Like, and most men
Most men
see that
do
with
think
any
that.
female.
Right.
Like,
They do think no makeup.
meanwhile, we see females with makeup and we're
And
like,
I'm like,
wow, they look
damn,
so
look at
beautiful.
her.
Yeah. But natural beauty, embracing who we are, the mom bods, the whatever, like mom style, like it's just being kinder to ourselves and like we're all beautiful, we're all amazing, and we're happy you didn't have an accidental pregnancy again, Becca.
It's nice to be off the birth control because it does help my confidence. For some reason, it just like I feel
Good. It makes sense
better.
to you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just feel better. But now I'm terrified. Because I'm not ready. And we're going to Mexico in a month. So like I just need to like
You guys better bring some condoms or something.
no, we literally are. Zach was like,
Yeah,
what?
no, I'm not kidding.
He was like, what?
What
I'm
are
like,
these things?
I know. There were we actually okay. So if you're listening and you don't want to hear this,
Did you
leave
guys
now.
practice putting it on a banana again?
We actually had a condom and we were like, let's use it. And it was amazing. I was like,
What?
damn, this is
Was
like
it like one of the ribbed ones?
no, it was plain, but I was like, damn, the cleanup's easy. Like, I don't have to
Well,
worry
I feel like the sex isn't much different for
for
the
me.
female.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah, it's
bother
for
me.
them. So like
Well, it's not about,
whatever.
it's
Yeah.
not my problem. I was fine. But it was like nice, like
Yeah.
easy cleanup for me. Like I didn't have
Yeah.
to do anything. I was like, okay. I'm like,
Good
this
night.
isn't yeah, I'm like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
No,
I agree.
I was talking to I'm not gonna say who because she would be upset, but I was
Yeah.
talking to somebody I know and she also has an IUD, wants to get it taken out, and is not engaged or married and is nervous because her longtime boyfriend and her don't want to use condoms.
Yeah.
And so like I get that and I'm like, listen, you got to do something because she doesn't
I
want to
just
be
feel like
pregnant.
at this age, I mean, we know what can
Yeah,
happen.
I
So
know.
like by choosing to do that, and like you should do what's best for your
You
body,
have
and
to
if you
just be
want to
aware
remove
that
it,
like
remove
it's a
it.
possibility.
Right. And it's
Yeah.
like if you aren't going to use condoms, then like the with each step that you don't want to take to maybe provide some protection, the chances and the risk of getting pregnant obviously are going to increase. So like at your own will.
Yeah, and so I was like, you should you should consider something, but I don't know. Well, I'll keep you posted in a few months maybe. We'll have her on here.
Stop,
We'll have her
stop,
on here.
stop. Yeah. Oh gosh. Wow.
That would
This,
be funny.
guys, I really hope you learned something from this episode because for me, I also I hope you learned that like if dehydration lead, that was something I learned, could lead to false positives. What else can, by the way, since you probably know
Oh
more than
yeah,
me?
just like a faulty pregnancy test, of course, severe
What does
dehydration.
that mean? Like an expired one?
Yeah, like expired, or it could just be like a faulty. Like they make packs of them, and they could just be
Just to
like,
fuck with people?
well, I don't think they do it on purpose, but it could just be, yeah, no, there's like so many reasons for a false positive, like,
Interesting.
yeah, so many. So really, just if you get a positive pregnancy test and you're like, no way, I would suggest like look into it before you panic because it could be a false. Even three in a row. Even three in a row.
Crazy. That is so crazy. I honestly envisioned this whole podcast switching up because we were going to have a pregnant mama on here.
Oh,
And then I would have been like, well, now I'm jealous and now I need to get pregnant.
Now you
So.
need to get pregnant. No, I am planning. I have told every single one of my friends, and of course, this is just a plan. Things could go not right.
We make plans and God laughs.
That's right. And so I have been saying since I got pregnant the first time, I've been saying August 2025. I've been telling everybody, you get pregnant. You get pregnant. Like, I want a pregnancy pact. I want a baby boom. You know what I mean? Let's make the next
I
baby
love
boom.
that. That sounds good to me.
Right? That's not so bad. It's like end of summer. Like, go enjoy your summer, do your thing, and then we'll just,
And it will mean not having a winter baby, which was so difficult.
Yeah,
so.
it'll be an April baby.
That's
Because
perfect.
I had a March baby, got pregnant in July, and it was honestly like timing wise, fantastic.
That sounds perfect to me.
So I'm down for an August attempt.
Cool. Let's hope you make it there.
Yeah, God. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. So thanks for coming to today's episode. We hope that you took some things away from it. And yeah, be careful.
Yeah, and as a reminder, the only birth control that is 100% effective is abstinence. Good luck out there. Stay safe.
Later. Wrap it up. Get it?
I get it.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.